Alright guys, so it's another day. I got car parts ordered and they are here and I'm going to be putting them in right now. So let's get to it. So I got parts here. I ordered this carburetor rebuild kit. Redline is the way to go when you're getting anything for the Webers. So this one here got off of eBay because it was the best deal I could find. I'll open that up in a minute. And then cheapest I could find for a radiator hose and brake line was on Rock Auto. But check out this box. This box is huge. Take out all the padding. This is all that came in the box. Seriously overkill for a box, but definitely use that box for something else, so that'll be good. First line of business is I'm going to do the carburetor kit for the Weber. So let's get to it. Alright, so I got everything out of the box. For some reason it came with two of these gaskets. I'm not sure why. I only need one. I'm not going to complain. And my diaphragm here, I think this is the part that's actually leaking fuel. This here is for your choke. Got a bunch of O-rings. Here's your float right here. And all that came in this little dime bag. Alright, so I got this taken off. There's some rather nasty looking gas in there. That's whatever came out of the tank. So I will need to replace that at some point. Alright, so I found my first issue here. So I took this jet here, I think this is the idle jet, took that out, and there's no O-ring on it at all, so that'll be a good fix. Alright, so you can't see it, but I also replaced a little brass crush washer in there, and then I did get that new rubber O-ring right there. So flipping over to the other side of the carburetor, if you look right here, there's another jet, so I'm going to check the O-ring on that one. Okay, so that one actually didn't look that bad, but we're going to replace it anyways, just cause. Alright, so I actually had to convince that one to come off. So friggin' brittle that it's just, I had to cut it off. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is replace the diaphragm, which is this right here. So it's just 4 screws on the side, that'll be easy. Alright, so I got the old diaphragm off, and I think the point of failure was right there. It does look pretty dang old. So that's a good one to replace. Now if you look in here, there's a lot of sediment on the bottom. You take out that spring and then clean that out. Okay, it might not look like it, but that's a heck of a lot better. By the touch, I don't even feel anything on there, so I think that's good to go. So I'm ready to put it all back together, and let's see if I can fire it up and get it to idle. Thinking I still have a fuel issue. I don't know, I'll have to look into it, so I will let you guys know. Hey, what's up you guys? So it's been a little while since I've had an update. We've been really busy over here. Been doing a lot of home improvement stuff. So we've got a brand new fence up, we've been remodeling the bathrooms, been doing the floors. So one of the things that we're going to have to do is redo the carpet, and we're going to have to take all the furniture from the house and we're going to have to put it here in the garage. So that means I need to get the Celica out of here. I don't really want to push it out, I would rather drive it out. I still haven't had time to really look at the fuel issue on it. So for right now I'm going to get the brakes and the clutch systems working so that if we do have to push it out, then I can stop at least. And then once I'm done with all that, I also need to get the hood back on the car and the fenders, because it's going to be out in the driveway for about a week and kind of want it to at least look like it's in one piece. So anyways, I'll get you guys an update and I will catch you guys in a little bit. Peace. Alright, so got the wheel off and got this new brake line in. So should be ready to go here. Still have the back brake line to install there because I put that axle in before the fire and it didn't come with a brake line. So, and I hate working under cars. I need to get some kind of a lift or something one of these days. This is ridiculous. Alright, so I got this new brake line on for the rear brakes. It's a pain in the butt, but it is done and all the brake lines are on there, so I should be able to bleed them now. Yeah, pain in the butt. Like on the other side of the axle. Hardest spot to get to. And of course I put the jack stand right in my way. Alright, so car's back on the ground, and I think I'm probably covered in cobwebs now from being under that car, but oh, that was dramatic. But so I was thinking I'd probably do the clutch first for bleeding, because it'd be easier, obviously, because there's only one bleeder valve instead of 4. And I looked down here, and let me show you. Check out this fuel filter. Last thing I was doing was trying to get fuel through this fuel filter, and this was a brand new fuel filter back then, and holy cow, look at that varnish. Yeah, this gas is bad. Alright guys, so I'm going to drain the gas, hooked up the gauges just to see how much gas I have in here, and it doesn't look like a whole lot. Yeah, it looks like this, and it's pretty nasty looking. So I set up a temporary electric fuel pump right here, and nothing comes out. That explains why the carburetor isn't getting fuel. So I hadn't heard the fuel pump turn on at all, and so I was checking out the wiring for it and I noticed something. So check this out. So this right here is my harness that goes to the back, and if you look in there, it's all corroded, and that wire right there isn't even connected anymore. So went through my wiring harness box, and I didn't replace that line when I replaced the harness because I didn't really think I needed to. So I have that one, the new one, plugged in right here. Looks a lot better. And I have it just running along the car right now. So it's running right back here, where it plugs in here. So there's the other end of the old harness, and then it runs through there behind the seat and along the floor. So we're gonna see if we get any fuel pumpage going on here. Still not hearing any fuel pump noise. It's a new fuel pump, so I mean it should be fine. Just gonna try cranking it. Maybe it doesn't pump unless it's turned on, but I always thought that I could hear the fuel pump when it was going. Neutral. Alright, so that should be enough to see if any fuel came out. Oh, hey, look at that. I would say my fuel pump is now working. Hallelujah. Cool. Well, that's good that the line isn't all clogged up. Wow, I just did a whole bunch of recording and it didn't actually do anything. Well, I got fuel, obviously, and it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. So I might hook this up to the carburetor and try it out anyways. So I don't know what I recorded before, but to get it to run, I connected it to the fuel pump here, and I ran this red wire to this connector right here, which this is for the side marker lights, you know, these little guys right here. So that means when I turn on the headlights, it activates the fuel pump. So kind of a neat little trick without having to do like a whole lot of wiring. It was pretty easy. Some fuel pumpage going on, yeah. Hey, what is up, you guys? So I am currently draining all the old fuel out of the gas tank. I just figure I'm just gonna do it right and put in some fresh premium non-ethanol gas. I'm gonna drain all the last of the gas out the drain plug. I'm doing it. So let's get this done. Alright, let's see what comes out of this thing. Well, still pissing out fuel, but not as fast. So I think she's about done. And this thing still has a little bit more room left in it, so I think we'll be okay there. So I might let this drain while I go to the gas station and get some new gas. And she is just about done. Alright, so I got the drain plug back in here. This is just water I rinsed off the floor a little bit. And this thing is maybe half full. Alright guys, so got the fuel line hooked back up. Brand new fuel filter. Carburetor is reassembled. Should be good to go. Just need to put the new gas in it. And I think it might fire up. Alright, so I think we're ready to try this out. Went ahead and put in about 3 brand new gallons of the non-ethanol premium. I also put a fresh gas into the carburetor bowl just to make sure that it has something to start out with. So yeah, let's get to it. So this thing where it's not pushing anything through the line. This thing should be full right now. Right, so I got fuel pressure finally. What I ended up doing is this old return line right here, and I had it capped off. And so I took that bolt out, and I think it relieved whatever the pressure. It was probably creating some kind of a vacuum where it wasn't getting fuel, but yeah, seems to be working now. We should be good to go. And my battery's dead. I guess I'll throw it on a charger and we're going to take a break. Alright, she's charging down to 16%, now it's at 17. Let that do its thing for a little while and we'll get back. So I don't know if any of that recorded, but I've been working on the brakes while the battery's been charging. Got the back ones done, so now I'm working on the front. I'm really bad about hitting the record button and not having it do anything. Yeah, I got the back ones all done. Working on the first of the front ones. Got this little vacuum pump from Harbor Freight. This one actually doesn't look like it has too bad a bubblage going on in the lines. It's got a few, but overall not that bad. About full on my thing, so I gotta close off that valve. Like so. And I'll be right back. And I'll tell you what, I should invest in one of these Blake breeders. Brake bleeders a long time ago, because this makes life one heck of a lot easier. I'm thoroughly impressed. Heck yeah. 2 thumbs up, Harbor Freight. It was like 20 bucks. Alright guys, so I should have brakes. Got all of the lines all bled out until they didn't show any bubbles, so in theory I should have some pretty good brake pedals, so let's check it out. Ooh, yeah. I got lots of pressure. I'm going to disconnect the battery charger and we're going to try to start her up. Alright, let's see if she does anything. Give her a couple pumps. Well, I mean, it runs, and it seems to be still getting fuel. Alright, well, I'm going to do some tinkering and see if I can get this thing to stay idling. Alright, I guess we're going to try to back this thing out of the garage. Clutch is iffy, brakes they're untested, car sort of runs. Yeah, clutch doesn't work at all. Alright, so time's up. I gotta get this thing out, so I'm going to back it out with the starter. It's not my favorite way to do things, but this is what it's gonna have to be. I think I got brakes, so it should be okay. Here we go. Not optimal, but it worked. Car is out of the garage. Alright you guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you like what you see, please share, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.